Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
What is he talking about there?
What do you mean? But also, if you remember, we saw Aemond coming to visit Aegon.
Yep.
And he was like being very threatening about it, you know.
Right,
like,
right.
Okay.
I thought it was related to what just happened. He's just saying, like, in general,
I don't think so.
In general, you're in trouble, and if your brother gets angry, he might just kill you now. So we gotta go.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think in general this talk was gonna have to happen at one point,
Right.
but probably the fact that Aemond did such an unhinged thing. Could have prompted it to happen now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, we're on the same vibe.
When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without Vhagar, what then?
You gotta think strategically, not emotionally, dude.
Move to the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos.
Oh! He's revealing it! He's revealing his plan! This guy...
Wow.
Can we say...
Larys Strong.
Can we say that this guy is the most genius character on the show? In this entire... in this entire period of time inside of this storyline of the bigger history of Westeros? This guy, right now, him and... Otto! This guy and Otto are the most smart guys in this period, like in this entire world right now.
Yeah, they so are.
So he moved his gold to Bravos.
He's been planning for it,
well,
you know?
And remain until what is coming has passed.
Oh, man.
What?
Do you think he's gonna go?
To Essos? He has to go. He's right. I mean, I hate to say it, but, you know, Larys is nothing if not pragmatic, you know?
That's true.
He knows what needs to be done, and even if it's not fair, and I think, again, because he's a cripple himself, like, he understands that life is not fair, which is kind of why he's a good character, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think he's gonna go as well.
He has to go. Get your... Like, let's go. Get your dragon and let's go, right? Like...
Yeah. What was this scene supposed to tell us? That she's been in there for a while?
Yeah,
like,
I
figured.
Right. That was it. That was what it was. Yeah. They're not very good writers. They just don't really have an idea for elaborating on the material. They only know to be like, this is in the book, this is the material, and then they put it on screenwriting paper, but they don't really come up with interesting scenes or scenarios like in... I think the first one, they just had so much material on hand that it was easier.
You and I, cut from the same cloth.
It's a sacred inheritance.
You did not have to say that. You so didn't have to say that, dude.
How quick this guy showed his true colors, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think he ever hid them.
No, but I hate these type of personalities they're just cowards. But the moment they think they have the upper hand, they start showing just how nasty they are. I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Can't stand it. I already hate him. He could have been a better character in my opinion.
He is supposed to be that way.
Maybe, but I'm just saying he would have been more interesting if they went a different way with that character. If he had been the loser that suddenly now can make a difference. But no, we gotta make him into a petty little shitbag. Like, there's already enough of those characters in this genre. So, like, I like the Viking guy more.
Do you know what just happened?
I like the Viking guy more as well, but also we have to have the... Like, Jace is already... What's the word? The kind of person that feels less than because of who they are, and feels lied to by his mom and, like, not taken into consideration, etc. He is the kind of person that already doesn't want to feel undermined because he's insecure enough, And bringing a person that is like cocky in that way
Right.
is gonna, like, if he's the level-headed right now, he is gonna be like the one that's that this is how he's gonna go off the hinges now, because he's got, like he was telling Rhaenyra last episode, like a blatant example of him not being anything important or unique, so why should he become the king after her? You know?
Yeah, I get it. But, yeah, all right. No, you're
The
right. You're
so-called
100% right.
Prince Regent has burned Sharppoint down to its stones. Were you prepared to face such an enemy?
No, he's a coward. You already know
Or will
that.
you stay here and make yourself easy? I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
Jacaerys is not threatening. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I'm sorry,
No,
dude.
You're right.
Come on, dude.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king.
Damn, really?
She is formidable.
So there's still dragons we haven't seen.
Yeah,
On the
yeah. I mean, we have seen Dreamfire.
Did we?
Yes.
Last season?
But we've seen Dreamfire very briefly. I think it was last season.
Okay.
There was a moment last season where Dreamfire, I forget the name of, Sunfire, which is Aegon's dragon, Vhagar, like they were all out around a castle of some type, so probably Dragonstone, I forget right now, but they were all outside and we saw them all together in that sense.
Did we?
But that is the only time we saw Dreamfire in this show.
Meraxes only had Queen Rhaenys. I think Meraxes died under Queen Rhaenys. Actually.
Yeah, because
I remember
Rhaenys died out of, like,
fighting.
sorry,
right?
she died fighting. She was a fighter, like
Yeah.
she was very much like her brother in that sense. I mean, Visenya was as well, but she was more sneaky kind.
Yeah. Interesting that Valerian being like, you know, the biggest and the OG dragon, that Viserys got to ride it. That's pretty crazy. You wouldn't think Viserys would get the biggest dragon, you know?
I mean, yeah. It is pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He did not ride it for a long time. I can tell you that.
Right. Plus it was obviously very old at that point, I would imagine.
Yeah, but pretty
still,
impressive.
I think they should have shown it to us. I'm just saying.
I also think so, but I think they did not to save CGI, and that's why I'm mad.
To save CGI. All right, so we have an idea now. Sorry, I needed.
How goes the sea snake?
Better than you. We'll rejoin the blockade on the morrow.
See, that's why I like the.
Wow,
that's why.
okay.
That's why I like to have the subtitles, because he said better than new, and I thought he said better than you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Oh.
Queen who never was.
Aw. Just call it Rhaenyra.
No,
Rhaenys.
that's shit. I hate him. I hate him.
What I do
Why?
now.
That's bullshit. Because he didn't give a crap about his wife when he was alive.
Okay.
And he was going out at sea, doing all his, like, pirating or whatever the fuck he does at sea, sailoring, whatever. He had out of wedlock sons.
Yeah.
He did not respect her. He did not listen to her. Even recently when they were arguing, like, they weren't really on great terms when she died. And now, because he feels guilty, he gives the queen, who never wanted to get on a fucking boat because she hated them, the name of his ship. Like, that is disrespectful as fuck and awful. Disgusting. We don't stand. I don't like him.
I guess
I've
so.
decided now I don't like him.
I guess so. I mean, I think that he is at least a character. I don't know about this actor doing a good job with it, but I feel the character is trying to be repentant. You know?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying though. He's like doing it not because he wants to do it. He's doing it because he feels guilty about it. Because he feels like he's less than for how things left with her. And he's not doing it genuinely. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I think
You know?
I think he genuinely feels repentant. I think it's supposed to be. I don't know if this guy, maybe
No,
this guy doesn't.
no. It's not
show
that
it.
he doesn't feel genuinely repented. Okay? I'm sure he does. But it's the kind of deal of now that I don't have it, I miss it. When she was alive, he was all over the place, and he certainly did not miss her.
Yeah, he didn't do a good. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I just think that I don't feel he's like being disingenuous. I think he's just too little, too late with his attitude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, and
But
I don't like him because of that.
But unfortunately, and we, spoiler or whatever, but he does end up being one of the most important characters in this entire war because he ends up being a good hand, because he's technically her hand. He ends up being a good hand and peacemaker and survives this bullshit. So I feel that the character I feel that the character is in the right place. So I don't hate him too much for that reason. As to the depiction here, if I didn't know that about him, if I didn't know that about the character from what I had read, then yeah, I would agree. I'm like, this guy's kind of shitty.
I think he's a good person, okay, in general. I just think he overlooked a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
for sure,
that brought him to be kind of shitty in that sense.
No, totally, I agree.
Towards the people he loved, he's supposed to love, like his sons and his wife.
I think this is just trying the show's way of being like giving Rhaenys her goodbye, I guess. That's like last season we had Viserys, pass away. It's now Rhaenys. She was the big loss of the show in this season.
Yep.
I do for her.